got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. You're so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. And I've got you under my skin. I've tried so.
Okay, welcome to 2021 Foxtrot.
You know I said to.
So this is the first sessions we're going to do in the year 2021. We're starting with another one of the smooth dances in the American version of social dance or ballroom dance. Last year we covered a different smooth dance, waltz, and we have one more smooth dance that we'll do at the end, which would be March if we stick on schedule, which is tango, right? So those three dances, the waltz, the foxtrot, and the tango, are part of the collection of smooth dances that are considered part of the corpus of American style social dance. And then we have East Coast Swing, which we did. Actually, we did rumba first, rumba, East Coast Swing, and next month, February, we'll do cha-cha. And that will cover all 6 of those basic dances. Then we'll see where we're going to go from there. Okay, so today, Foxtrot. It is like all 3 of the smooth dances, what we call a line of dance type. It moves around the room in a counterclockwise direction. If you saw the waltz videos, you know that waltz does that as well. So we're going to follow that pattern and show you how that works. We're going to concentrate today on the 3 key steps that you need to move around the room. You could dance Foxtrot if you didn't know anything but those 3 steps. Now when we go through over the next few weeks, we hope to cover at least a dozen steps. So you have plenty of things that you can work in to your Foxtrot dancing. But these are the 3 core steps. Before we get into illustrating the steps though, we need to talk about the dance itself a little bit.
I'm wearing green socks so you'll be able to see my feet.
Very thoughtful. Okay, so first of all, the frame, and remember we always want to have a nice firm frame. It's pretty much the standard frame. There's not a whole lot of difference in how you would set up for rumba, or you'll see cha-cha, or even waltz if you're not really getting into the style of waltz too heavily. So it's pretty standard frame. We want to make sure that it is nice and firm because again, when we move leaders, we're not pushing on our followers to get them to move. Because we both have this firm frame, the follower can feel where the movement is coming through, and we move through our center, right? So we're going to move like so, right? So number 1, we want to remember the frame. Foxtrot is maybe the smoothest of the smooth dances, like waltz, has that rise and fall, that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Tango is noted, we haven't shown any tango yet, so we won't do that. But it's noted for a number of sharp moves to accent the features of that dance, right? Foxtrot really not so much. It stays smooth. In fact, it's sometimes referred to as the ice skater's dance, right? There's not a lot of movement above, right? And in fact, the movement below involves no rise and fall, and it's pretty much a very straight sort of movement, right? At the same time, it can be a very fun dance. There's a lot of upbeat, swinging type music that you can do Foxtrot too, as you'll see, right? So it's smooth. We want to keep it looking smooth. The basic movement, we're going to show the basic step in just a minute, but the basic movement is for the leader, heel first, always going on the left, right? And for the follower, of course, because she's moving backwards, she's going to be going toe first, right? So sort of in general, we want to roll through the foot. So leaders, we're going to hit with the heel, and then we're going to roll through to the toe before we take the next step. So slow, slow, quick, quick, which is the basic rhythm. So on to the count. Foxtrot is counted in slows and quicks. If you're watching the other videos, you know there's different styles of counting, right? So East Coast Swing it's counted triple step, rock step, right? Waltz is a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it uses numbers more commonly. Foxtrot is also slows and quicks. Slows are 2 beats, quicks are 1. Same as rumba, you might remember. Except in rumba, we're doing a slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick. In Foxtrot, we're doing a slow, slow, quick, quick when we do the basic. So that's going to, and it's, in terms of directionality, it's going to be 2 forward movements and a side together for the quick quicks, which looks like this. Slow, slow, quick, quick, or side together. So forward, forward for the leader, side together, back, back for the follower, side together, right? So that's some of just the fundamentals. Of course, it's danced to 4/4 time music, and the typical music, a little bit like what was just showing, that was a Buble version of I've Got You Under My Skin. It's that kind of big band era of music, you know, think Sinatra. Louis Armstrong will be playing some of that music as we go along, where there's a lot of instrumental in it. A lot of the music could be, you could swing to that music. You could do East Coast swing, dancing to it. Actually, Foxtrot and East Coast swing are very nicely compatible. Sylvia and I have done some routines where it's predominantly Foxtrot, but it has swing interludes in it. It makes a nice kind of mix, right? Okay, so we don't want to get too confusing or complicated with any of that. So we're going to show 3 essential steps. The one we just showed it without breaking it down is the basic. Once again, forward on the left for the leader, heel strike first, back on the toe on the right foot for the follower. Slow, slow, side together. Again, slow, slow, side together, or quick, quick. This basic step is best used just going down the long side of the room. If you're doing line of dance, remember we're going in a counterclockwise direction, pretty much hitting the corners, coming all the way around. So if you want to get down the long side of the room, you can just do a whole series of these basics. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, right? Not too many, I think it should be pretty clear. If you're looking at that, what are the basic movements? You know, it's pretty straightforward. One thing that's technique-wise a little bit tricky, if you were to, let's turn it this way. If you were to not correct your direction, leaders, you would naturally have a tendency to keep moving toward the center of the room because of that side together, right? So slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick. Before you know it, if you're going down a ballroom, then you'd be in the middle of the room before long. So there's a little bit of a correction that goes on, and if you just kind of cite that you want to stay basically in a straight line, you kind of naturally correct for it. So you're always going to, on that next slow, slow, you're going to move a little bit to your right. So slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, right? So straight movement down there. And that's pretty much it for the basic, right? And there's a lot of things we can build on the basic, as you'll see as we go along. The second step is promenade. And this gets a little bit trickier, both in terms of technique and framing, right? If you look at
seen it before.
You've seen it before in the East Coast swing, because remember when we were, hand hold is a little bit different because we hold down, but we set up in a promenade, right? And we kind of, when we do the basic, we stay in that promenade, which is just a bit of a V kind of a position. All right. So same thing is true with Foxtrot. Same basic body positioning. So let's say we have reached a corner, right? We've danced basic, we're going down to the corner. This is often a place where a promenade fits very nicely. So when we get ready, we hit that corner, now we want to go in that direction. We would turn our bodies open to the promenade, and we're going to step with our outside foot first, slow, second slow inside, and face one another for the quick quick. Slow, slow, quick quick. Slow, slow, quick quick, right? So leaders, what do you need? Well, we were showing the upper body there.
Oh.
What do you need to do in order to signal to your follower that, oh, we're going into promenade? Well, remember, you may remember from earlier discussions of frame, this hand on the shoulder blade is very important because it operates as a bit of a rudder, right? So the equivalent of my moving my body into promenade, pressure on the follower's shoulder blade, right? And some compression on the hand. All together, we're moving into that promenade position. And notice too, the head tilts, right? So we talk about nose and toes being in alignment, right? So when we go from straight on position, we go into promenade, we're creating the V, our toes are moving in the direction, now pointing in the direction that we're going to move, as is our nose, right? So that all together is what makes up the promenade. Boom, like this, right? Otherwise, we're moving along and we're looking over one another's shoulders. We go to promenade, we open up this way, and now slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick. Now notice with learners, when we were learning it, it can take a little bit of getting used to that you're crossing yourself, right? Somehow this doesn't feel natural. So like everything else, it just takes a while to get that muscle memory going, right? So, and you can practice any of these things on your own. Of course, you don't have to have a partner to do it. So slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick. Now later we're going to show you how to add a turn to it, which makes it look very fancy. But for now, we just want to combine the basic with the promenade. So let's do the basic from here, and then we'll go across that way with the promenade. So here we go, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick. All right? So I was going to say something else about a lead there, and it just went out of my head. Maybe it would come back. Yes, if you can't see this clearly. A day without dancing is like, you're just kidding, I have no idea what that is. No idea.
There would be some days we
keep calm, dance on, all that kind of good stuff. Right? Everybody's kind of stressed out these days. Dancing is a great way to lower some of that stress. Even if you're dancing with yourself, put some music on and dance. Anyway, it'll come back to me what that point was. Right? So again, you really don't, to navigate those two sections of the room, that's all you would need. Aha. But what happens when we get to that corner? Okay? When we hit this corner, we could go into promenade and we could work our way across the room doing promenade. But when we hit that corner, let's pretend we're in that corner now, what are we going to do? There's no more room to go promenade. We can't go forward any further because we've hit the end of that line of dance. So we have to somehow figure a way to turn. Well, the way we do it in Foxtrot is with something called a corner step. We're going to show it this way because I think it's easier to see. The corner step is probably the trickiest of these three steps. So as the lead, I'm going to go forward on the left as always, slow, and I'm going to let my right leg trail. I really wouldn't have to. I could just do this, slow, and then come right back. But I'm going to let my right leg trail. It's a little nicer, slow. And then on the quick, I'm going to turn 1/4 turn over my left shoulder, right? Quick. All right, so if I did it straight on at you, slow, slow, quick. Slow, quick, right? Or, now we're in position as if we were in the corner. Slow, quick. So now I can see the new line of dance. Now, what can I do on the new line of dance? Well, in this position, the only thing I could do would be more promenades. I may not want to do more promenades because I've just done a line of promenades. So I'll do a second corner step. I did one to get in this position, so I'll do a second. Slow, slow, quick, quick. And lo and behold, a new line of dance open to what? A basic. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick.
And this brings up a beginning dance memory. We were all switching partners and none of us really knew how to dance. So we were okay with the basic and we got into the corner and I like, you and I were going,
What now?
oh, now a clue.
Stuck
We
in
were
the
like,
corner.
"Stop."
Ah!
I said, oh my
Stuck into the corner.
God. So we were rescued by our teacher, but it was strange.
Yeah, all of this just takes some
Yeah.
getting used to and doing it 300 times. Okay, so let's break that one down, because that was a little bit trickier. Hopefully the others were pretty clear. If not, again, as always, you know, Ann at the Y has information, contact information for us. So if you have questions, please get in touch. We'd be happy to connect with people on an individual or couples basis. If you happen to be with Ollie, because we're sharing this with the OSHA Center at the university, we're sharing these videos with the OSHA Center at USM. Paula Mathis also has contact information. So same thing, wherever you're seeing this. Yeah, so let's break down some of the mechanics of this step again. So once again, as a lead, I'm going to go forward, right? And this is, I'll make this point, that as a follower, you want to be careful not to anticipate too much what the step is going to be, any step, right? Because if you're thinking, oh, he wants to do more basics, right? And you start moving back as a follower, well, that's not what I want to do. I want to do a corner step, slow, slow, quick, quick. So momentum is going back and then immediately coming forward, right? So you have to be ready to respond to whatever the body movement is.
And followers are typically a few seconds after, so that helps. Like I can feel this on my scapula, shoulder blade, coming forward and going back. So if you lose contact and you start to anticipate,
Yeah.
it could be
So-
not good.
Yeah, I would say it's really not a few seconds. It's like it's half a second.
Yeah, half a second.
Right, because it's just
Yeah.
a teeny bit
Yeah.
behind. Right.
That's right. It's 3
It
seconds.
looks like perfect. That's why you can see dancers who are dancing quite improvisationally. It looks like they must be doing a choreographed routine because they're perfectly in sync. In fact, the follower is just a millisecond behind the leader. Because that's how it
Good
works.
followers.
That's how it works.
What are we doing?
Yeah. So, again, the trickiest part of this for both the lead and the follower, I think, is the turning part. So this part, slow, 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 slow. Okay? Not too much to that. It's just like you're going forward and you're rocking back. But you also want, on that second slow, leaders, begin to turn the body to the left, which means you're taking your follower along, right? So that's when you're going to be putting pressure on the shoulder blade to bring her around. So slow, slow, side together, making that quarter turn. Right. So from the follower standpoint, is there anything that...
No, that was just incredibly detailed and correct. Fabulous.
Yeah, obviously, and once again, what the descriptions of all these steps, and this is just by tradition, they are characterized from the leader's perspective. So when we say left turn, it's because it's over the leader's left shoulder. If you don't like it that way, that's,
Too bad.
it's the way it is, it's always been that way. Okay, so just one more time, then we're going to put them all together. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick. And probably amongst dancers that I've observed, I probably cheat that step more than most people. I'll start turning sooner because I want the follower to know this is where we're going, right? Okay, so how are we doing on the time there?
1936.
Okay, we're just gonna put some music on now, and we're gonna dance those 3 steps around the room, and that'll be it for today. And we will be adding steps.
Even though this
To
sounds like an
Foxtrot.
old-fashioned dance, it really is a beautiful dance, and it actually has very modern components.
And you can play with it all kinds of ways,
It's-
like all of these
it's
dances.
really
You
fun.
really can. There's a lot of different stuff. And just sort of as an illustration, I'll put on a more, shall we say, more recent tune. Well, the tune is not all that recent, but it was recently redone by the postmodern jukebox crew.
Because you know I'm all about that
Yep,
bass.
hold on one second. I lost my connection to the Bluetooth. I hate when that happens. Well, it's doing it anyway.
no
It's not,
idea
it's
why.
not wanting. Here we go. I think it's connecting now. Yeah. Sorry about that,
Is that
folks.
because it stays off for a moment?
I think, yeah.
No
There you go.
trouble. I'm all about that bass. Pop that bass. No trouble. I'm all about that bass. Pop
Take your
that
lady into
bass.
closed position.
I'm all about that bass. Pop that
5,
bass.
6, 7, 8, slow.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't precise, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. I got that boom boom that all the boys chase, and all the right jump in all the right places. I see the magazines working that Photoshop. We know that stuff ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. You got beauty, just raise it up.
Quick, slow, slow.
My mom, she told me don't worry.
See you next time.